With the second season of Squid Game coming out on December 26th, here are some things you need to know before watching the new series. First of all, the most important thing is that Season 2 will not be the final season. Squid Game creator Hwang Jun-ho wrote in a letter shared by Netflix on social media in July. Seong Gi-hun, who vowed revenge at the end of Season 1, returns and joins the game again. Will he succeed in getting his revenge? Frontman doesn't seem to be an easy opponent this time either. The fierce clash between their two worlds will continue into the series finale with Season 3, which will be brought to you next year. Back in 2022, Netflix released this photo as a teaser, announcing Season 2. What caught our attention was this little line: "You'll be introduced to Young-hee's boyfriend, Cheol-su." Young-hee and Cheol-su were well-known characters from old South Korean textbooks, often depicted as best friends. In the series called The Textbook by Suk-hyun-oh, the two characters represented the power of childhood memories. In these books, Cheol-su and Young-hee reenact embarrassing or bizarre childhood memories. Now we know from the trailer that red light, green light will be one of the games. This could mean Season 2 will have a new deadly game involving another giant, creepy doll. One of the fans' favorites, Wee Ha-jun, will return as Detective Hwang Jun-ho. After investigating the games, hoping he would find his missing brother, Jun-ho discovers that his brother is actually the one running the game. In episode 8 of the first season, the frontman appears to kill Jun-ho before the detective can expose the group's operations, but we never saw the body. Now, after watching the trailer, we can see the policeman leading a group of agents. Speaking of characters from Season 1 who may appear in the next season, in March 2022, Hwang teased that Squid Game star Jung Ho-yeon could return in Season 2. Hwang told Deadline on the red carpet at the PGA Awards that he would attempt to bring back actors who played dead characters. "Let's say maybe she has a twin sister. You'll see," he said, gesturing to Jung. Jung Ho-yeon's return may also be indicated through a recent dispute between the production and the lead actor, Lee Jung-jae, who requested $1 million per episode for his role. This commotion may have caused delays in production. For context, Lee was paid just $300,000 for the entire first season, less than $38,000 per episode. Despite the show becoming Netflix's biggest success and generating nearly $1 billion in value, fans are divided on the matter. Many believe Lee deserves the raise, especially after his Emmy-winning performance as Seong Gi-hun. Others argue that co-star Ho Yeon-jung, who portrayed Kang Sae-byuk in Season 1, also deserves a pay boost for her breakout role. So could this possibly mean that Ho Yeon-jung will return for the next season? Now, despite bringing dead characters back to life, Netflix announced that 12 new actors will star as players in Squid Game Season 2. Among those 12 new characters, we have Jo Yoo-ri, a famous South Korean singer and actress, so this won't be a small role. We also see the trailer focusing on her on some occasions, so my guess is that her role will be something similar to Kang Sae-byuk's. Another new character, portrayed by Choi Seung-hyun, also known as T.O.P., is a South Korean rapper, singer, songwriter, and actor. In the red light, green light game, we saw how he pushed 3 players, causing their deaths. Later in the trailer, we saw him fighting another player. His portrayal seems very similar to that of Young Deok-soo, who served as a major antagonist in the first season, and was the primary antagonist amongst Seong Gi-hun's fellow Squid Game participants until his death. So I am pretty sure Choi Seung-hyun's character will imitate Jang Deok-soo, using a lot of dirty tricks to win the prize money. Speaking of similarities between the characters from Season 1 and Season 2, a new strong resemblance is this woman right here. Her character seems very similar to Han Min-yo. I mean, look at that sinister smile. Also, in the voting scene, she chose to continue with a satisfying look on her face. I'm pretty sure she will align with Choi Seung-hyun this season, and they will give the main character a hard time. But we also have some good characters. Remember Ali? Who wouldn't? I really cried after his death. In this new season, his character model will be taken by Yang Dong-gyun and Kang I-sim, a mother and son team. In a sequence from the trailer, we saw Yang Dong-gyun telling his mother, "After one more game, I'll be able to pay off all my debts." But I'm sure he won't survive the next game, nor will his mother. I mean, look at this picture. How heartbreaking, a mother hugging her child, knowing they will die soon. And the last character we will discuss is player number 390. If you paid close attention to Season 1, he is Gi-hun's friend who appeared in the first episode at the horse racing betting track. His gambling issue probably drove him to the same spot as Gi-hun, and he ended up in the game trying to pay off his debts. I believe he will be a key player supporting Gi-hun to stop these games. But what was the one more game part? A key difference in Season 2 is that players can now vote after each game on whether to continue or leave the game with the prize money accumulated up to that point. In my opinion, this encapsulates perfectly the gambling mentality, where no matter how much you win, you always want to play one more time. Another difference between the voting from Season 1 and 2 is that in Season 2, we saw that each character is given a badge with their vote, and we saw them wearing that badge throughout the series. This means that most likely, players will be split into teams according to their voting choice. We can also see this scoreboard, where the organizers keep counting the players on each side. In this sequence here, we can see that you can change your badge. So I am pretty sure that those badges will play a significant role in this new season's dynamic. Also, we can see the players wearing them, and the floor is split according to the symbol. This is definitely a major hint of how things will unfold in Season 2. For example, we saw a game with 2 colored circles, and if we zoom in, we saw the players wearing their badges. Another popular theory about this 2 rainbow game is monkey bar. In Korean, the direct translation of monkey bar is cloud bridge, and as we can see on the walls, they are full of clouds. Regarding the remaining games, we have some insight as well based on this photo provided by Netflix. As we know, there were 6 games in the last season, so it's only logical to assume this time we will have 6 games as well. In the top left, we have red light, green light. At the top of the cards, we can see the rainbow, which may indicate the monkey bar game. The center image presents us with the carousel game from the teaser. We saw the players from above in a spinning carousel, and the floor is divided into 4 parts. On the walls, there are doors with different colors, and we saw the number 220. I am thinking that represents the current active players. Again, we could see the players wearing their badges. My opinion is that players must run and choose a door that matches their badge. If they choose wrong, they are eliminated. Another game presented in the teaser is where players are locked behind numbered doors. I believe this game is the one on the bottom left, but we don't have much info regarding this. I initially thought that this was the carousel game, because if we pause the trailer, we could see the players in something round that seems similar to the carousel, but at a closer look, you can see that the doors are different. A very good guess for the game at the top right is Why Did You Come to My House? This game was mentioned in episode 4. What is more, the show's creator, Hwang Jun-ho, has mentioned this one in an interview. He claimed that this game would be a fun addition due to its endless possibilities. The game is played with 2 teams of equal sizes. There's an exchange of wordplay between both the attacking and defending teams. The defending team will then ask the attacking team which one of their players they intend to target. The producers promised us a new gripping season, and the trailer surely lives up to the expectation. Another difference we can see between seasons is the numerous fights between guards and players. We have a killing spree in 2 of the games, and we can assume that players aren't eliminated because the guards are killing players from both teams. We saw them fighting again in the dorm, and with Detective Hwang Jun-ho leading an assault team on the island, we are up for some spectacular fights on both sides. There is also the theory that the second season will go deeper into the backstory of the frontman. In particular, the story would focus on his history as a police officer. As Hwang previously told the Sunday Times, I think the issue with police officers is not just an issue in Korea. I see it on the global news that the police force can be very late on acting on things. there are more victims, or a situation gets worse because of them not acting fast enough. This was an issue that I wanted to raise. Maybe in season 2, I can talk about this more. In a separate interview with The Hollywood Reporter, Hwang teased that he has a few other ideas about what season 2 could look like. As he said, "I'd like to explore that storyline. What is going on between those two brothers? And then I could also go into the story of that recruiter in the suit who plays the game of Dokji with Gi-hun and gives him the card in the first episode. And of course, we could go with Gi-hun's story as he turns back and explore more about how he's going to navigate through his. With all these new characters, games, and potential backstories, Squid Game Season 2 promises to be even more intense and unpredictable. The stakes are higher, the dynamics more complex, and the battles more personal. Will Gi-hun get his revenge? We'll find out soon enough.